Hey guys, so here's a problem I've had since I bought my Subaru. Probably something that most of you are familiar with. The struts don't work. This is especially prevalent in cold weather, so in the winter months, but definitely happens in the summer too. So for the last little while I've just been carrying around this piece of wood. It kind of does the job, but you have to bend down when you get in there. So today I'm going to replace the struts. Got these two strongarm 6222 left and right. Got them off of Rock Auto, but you guys in the States might have better luck with Amazon. Wherever you can get the best price, they're all about the same. And I'm going to go ahead and install that today. So the first thing you need to do is get something to secure the hatch, because you're going to be taking off these struts, and obviously they're not going to hold. So a piece of wood or maybe putting a clamp on the struts themselves would probably do a good job. All right, so if you watched my my taillight swap video, this is going to be a pretty similar process in terms of removing this little panel here. All you have to do is take a screwdriver, pop the center out, and then take a pry tool and pop the whole pin out, just like that. One at the top, one at the bottom. And then this panel will come off. Just like that. Okay, so now that you have that panel off, you've got the little exposed bottom connection of the strut here. And that's what we're going to work on taking off first. So this is going to need a 12mm wrench, and you're just going to have to slowly remove that. You'll need an open end wrench for that. Okay, so that one's out. Okay, and now we can move to the top side. Right here, and what we've got is, oh, bad angle. Yeah, what we've got is two 10mm bolts that go into the frame here, and that just secures the top of the strut. So we'll grab a 10mm socket and get that out. Okay, so one thing to note is when you take the strut off, you've got this rubber gasket right here. It's going to be stuck on the top of the strut. We're going to take this off and reuse it on the new strut, so make sure you save that. Okay, so unboxing the new strut here, there's a couple things to take note of. So the new strut comes with mounting hardware on the bottom here that's a little bit different than what you got on the old one. What you have is a screw that's going to screw into the body with a washer, and then the ball end, this is the new strut, is just going to slip on over the ball just like that. So I'm going to take this out of the package here because there's something important to know about that. If you take a look at the end of the strut here, you can see that it's got, this is actually a little bit different, funny enough, from the left side strut, because the left side strut has a retaining pin. And you need to take that retaining pin out before you can pop the ball in. This side looks like it just slides right in there. So unfortunately, I did take a little bit of video, but I'll try and get some shots of it. But on the left side, you're going to have to slip a retaining pin out, put the ball in, and then slip the pin in over it. This side looks like it just pops right in. So one important trick I just found with this ball is that there's actually a little pin that will be pre-installed in the ball itself here. So you need to pop that out, slip the ball on, and then once that's on, take the pin and slide it through. So that ball will not go on or come off with that retaining pin in place. So make sure you take that off before you try and force this on. Now the other thing you're going to want to know about this, and the reason I popped that ball in, is because these struts themselves, so they have to be lined up in the same direction. So you want to take the old strut and the new strut, lay them beside each other, and if you notice, now the balls are facing different ways, right? So what we want to do, let me just set my camera down here, is actually physically take the ball. I'm holding this side here like that, and just go ahead and turn it to line it up with the other one, just like that. Cool, and now that's ready to drop in. Okay, now first thing you want to do for installing this is get this little bolt on the bottom in here. Because you're going into the threads of the car, and there's always potential for rust in there. Anytime I'm going into the car, I like to spray a little bit of fluid film or something. And that just A, lubricates the threads, and B, prevents any rust from developing in the body of the car. Now we're going to take our bolt here and just thread it in by hand. You want to make sure there's no resistance because you don't want to cross thread those threads, as I'm talking about, into the frame of the car. The other thing that was weird here, I wonder if I got two different models of production dates of struts, because funny enough, this is a 12mm just like we removed it with, but on the other side I had to use a 13mm wrench when I was putting this in. But whatever, you live and learn. So if you have that issue, that's something to take note of. Make sure you have a 13 on you as well. So that's now securely in the body. And now I'm going to take the top of the strut here and attach that first, because that's going to be harder to line up than just slipping this ball on. So here we go. And make sure you pay attention to how you're putting this on, because it's very easy to put the screws the wrong way and then end up with the strut pointing the wrong way. So if you take a look over at the other side, I'm looking at it right now. Looks like it goes like that. Is it? Let's see. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that works. Okay, top is done. Move to the bottom. We're gonna hold this up as high as we can while we slide that in there. And just pop that right on. And there you have it. The hatch is holding itself, struts are replaced. A little bit of resistance when I drop it finally. Oh, and it lifts itself up. Haven't seen it do that since my last Legacy. So, there you have it. Pretty quick and simple job. Took me about 20 minutes maybe all told. And pretty happy with the results. So, if you like Subarus, want to see anything, let me know. Give me a like and subscribe, and stick around for the next one. Thanks.